I'm going very much live to YouTube. I'm just waiting for my preview to start up so I can immediately ignore it. Receiving your contents, your audience will see it in a moment. Get ready. Oh boy. Well, there's no point crying over spilt milk now. This is okay, the internet can totally see you. That's a terrifying prospect. To stop, use your encoder. Well, I don't want to watch my playback, so I'm just going to pause that. I'm going to assume the volume levels are fine because I did a lot of recording with them. I'm now just going to have to chat up on the right-hand side while I'm playing, and that's basically it. That's all I can do at this point. The rest, well, as they say, is history. Okay, so it begins. This is just a test stream of Bleach Heat the Soul for the PlayStation Portable. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, you're probably not thinking this. He's playing a game that he doesn't own. Well, that's not entirely true. I do own it. It's on my shelf. I'm going to bring it down for the main stream that I'm going to be doing a little bit later on today. The main thing now is just to get something working, just to get something up and showing. Wow, I already have one viewer. Hopefully that's not just counting me. Otherwise that would be pretty embarrassing. This is my first time since 2009 properly streaming. I used to do Little Big Planet and Super Mario 64 and Star Wars The Force Unleashed back in 2009 on Twitch. I think back when it was called Justin TV. That was a very long time ago. And I've been sort of ushered into doing more streams by my friend Soybomb here on YouTube Gaming, who's starting to do streams pretty much every day. He's done lots of classic NES stuff, Metal Storm, he's done some Barbie games yesterday, he did a Chester Cheetah game. Generally sort of well received amongst like the small group that we have going there. And it got me thinking, well, hold on, I used to do streaming back in the day. It's something that I enjoy, and I was told stream a game you like, so the first thing I'm going into is Bleach Heat the Soul, because I love this game to bits. I've already reviewed it. I'm gonna make sure that the review link is in the later stream. This is just a test. I'm just gonna win a few battles, make sure that the volume levels are okay. They were already okay. They're already okay in the local recordings that I've done. I've done about 7 or 8 test recordings to my computer, just to make sure everything's alright. And now it's okay, I'm not going to ever change a setting ever again. And I just wanted to see also if PSP games would run full speed in an emulator, and they do. So that's good. Full speed in emulator and on stream. Brilliant. Where do I sign? Well, you can sign here just by subscribing to my you know, I hate doing that. That whole subscribe, like, comment thing. It always feels so disingenuous to me. If you wanted to like, if you wanted to subscribe, if you wanted to comment, you would have done so. It's up to you. Like, I don't like forcing people into that. So yeah, the big elephant in the room is, you know, why haven't I uploaded anything to my channel of any substantial merit in 4 months? And, well, the answer is it's a mixture of work, like lots of hours at work. You'd be surprised just how many hours you get when you're working retail up near Christmas time. It's massive. Now, today and tomorrow are my first days off in absolutely forever, where I'm actually going to get to experience a day off, which is good, and it also gives me plenty of time, like I've done today, just to make sure I get the streaming stuff working. Which I'm assuming it is still working, because I haven't had a dropped frame yet. It says I've still only got 1 viewer. I don't think I can ever trust those numbers. But yeah, just happy to get something running and something up here on YouTube Gaming. So hopefully I can get majorly involved with it somewhere way far down the line. Hopefully maybe rebuild some of that fan base that I've lost through live streams. But of course, I'm not going to forget my channel in any way, shape or form. It's not my style. There are various projects that I worked on for the past 4 months. It's not that I didn't release anything, it's that nothing I made I was happy with. I was going to do a Final Fantasy VII complete walkthrough, write down everything to do with the game, go through every single materia you can pick up, where to go, things you can see and do. And I never ended up writing a single episode of that guide, but it was going to be huge. I did an entire playthrough of the game, and I started doing a second playthrough in Japanese. I recorded the entire first playthrough and the Japanese PlayStation version 1 playthrough, and ultimately nothing came of that. Sorry, I'm just so focused on kicking Chad's ass here. I was hoping I could finish him off with what is it? Shakaho? Shakaho? Well, so far everything seems to be working okay. Yeah, I feel like I can get back into this. Like, I always feel when I'm recording something in front of a camera, I'm sitting there recording something, that I'm pressured into being funny. With live streams, you don't necessarily have to worry about that. There's a lot of interaction with the chat that I'm hoping to get going on my streams. Especially since I'm going to be playing a lot of Japanese games, a lot of games that generally don't get streamed. While I haven't been watching any, I am subscribed to a channel, Kido Kabusa's, who does a lot of stuff to do with I think it's the Sega Pico and the Broadcast Satellite X for the Super Famicom. There's a lot of stuff streamed on that channel that you don't see anywhere else, and it's that sort of niche that I want to go for. I want to make sure that what I'm streaming is Japanese, for the most part. Sort of just to tie in with Sushi Bites. I also intend to do full playthroughs and streams of Jet Set Radio Future eventually. But I don't want to make any promises, because the one thing I do is I make a promise to my viewers, to you, I make a promise saying there's going to be this, there's going to be that, and then it doesn't come. I don't make it, I get disheartened, I'm not happy with what I've made, I'm not happy generally, so it all sort of, you know, hands, motion, webcam, face cam, that's what it is. So I think I'm almost done with Versus CPU. It's basically just what I'm going to play through this test stream. I sure do still hope that the volume levels are okay, because I had to do a lot of messing about to get them to work. Oh, nice! Chip damage. That's awesome. Still only one viewer, according to the figures. Probably me. But that's what happens when you've been streaming for 2 minutes and you haven't announced to anyone that you're streaming. I am gonna get that move. I'm gonna pull that move off. 2 can play at that game. I just don't like using that move because it's so cheap. Alright, fine, fine. Stun you, and then do it. Now it's gonna work. Sometimes you just gotta stun them with a load of spirit power, just to upset them. Anyway, all you need is one kick. I'll finish you off. But I'm hoping to turn what we've got here now into something that I can do regularly after work, inspired in a way by Mega G Wolf, who I used to watch 2 years ago, who was doing the exact same thing. After a day at work, he'd get home and he'd stream. And that's ultimately what I want to sort of kindle here now, is something like that. A regular stream that you can either rewatch, save to the channel, or something that you can watch live and interact with. and ultimately, somewhere down the line, built that up. Well, I don't really have much to talk about, do I? I went into this not really with that many subjects to cover. I'm going to play this back now and find out there's a billion dropped frames and the whole thing was laughable, and it's a complete mess and it looks embarrassingly bad, and then I'm just going to shrug it off as experience. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Well, the usual. Like, comment, subscribe. All the stuff I don't like saying. And, yeah. See you when I next see you. Test stream was a success.